Make the switch to EXO.
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 Let's solve water and make the switch to EXO.
YSI developed the EXO platform to bring our customers into the present day of technology. We wanted to provide our customers with features that they know from other devices, like Bluetooth or GPS. And we've also included titanium sensors.
When you plug in the EXO probes into an EXO sonde, the sonde will recognize where the probe is and what the probe is. It'll populate the serial number of the probe as well as the firmware. So you don't have to tell the sonde what you have plugged in.
People may be surprised to hear that we have two new sensors available for the EXO platform. Our total algae sensor, which combines algae measurement and blue-green algae measurement into one single probe, and also our FDOM sensor, which is new to YSI.
The thing that the customers seem to be most surprised about is the ability to load multiple sensors of the same variety onto the sonde and perform the calibrations at the same time, which allows them to save a ton on calibration solution.
So one of the biggest things is time savings in the field. We've had a couple customers use the EXO for Great Lakes profiling. The improved response time of the sensors allows them to profile much quicker than they could with the previous generation instrument. Additionally, the GPS on a handheld display allows users to tie in the GPS readings with every water quality reading. That not only helps from a time standpoint, but it also helps from a QA/QC standpoint.
Well, switching to EXO can really save you not only on time, it's easier to use. You're not going to need a huge manual for it. It's very intuitive and the software is intuitive. We have a lot of features that guide you through, so even a novice user can pick this up and take it out into the field and get real high quality data.
The new EXO sonde has wet mateable connectors, which for a lot of our customers using the 6 series, they had issues with getting moisture calibration solutions into the ports, which can sometimes destroy those and make you have a bulkhead replacement.
So you can put any sensor in any port and the instrument wakes up and automatically recognizes that sensor. It not only knows what sensor is plugged into it, it knows the serial number of the sensor, it knows when it was last calibrated.
If you have pre-calibrated sensors, you can easily take them out to the field, pull out your sonde from the water, install those sensors in the sonde, and be ready to redeploy without having to take and do the full process out in the field.
And that's incredible. That allows you to take that sensor, put it on one instrument and calibrate it, and then move it to another instrument if you have to. So let's look at the laboratory for calibration, for example. You can load up a sonde with 6 turbidity sensors around a centralized wiper, and you can calibrate all of those at one time. That saves you a lot of time and it saves you a lot of calibration standard. You're using about 16% of the calibration standard you would use if you calibrated each one of those independently with good laboratory practices.
It has a very intuitive interface. It's very user-friendly, not just the equipment itself, but the core software as well.
Testing that we did internal is more extreme than they should ever see in the field. So we get the temperature cycling, the pressure cycling, and the robustness tests. Hopefully a customer will never put them through what we did.
So where I live along the Gulf Coast, the water's pretty nasty. There are a lot of places that my customers like to put their sondes that I wouldn't stick my large toe. There's a lot of biofouling. So being able to stick a sonde in the water for up to 90 days and not have that growth because of the central anti-fouling wiper is huge to them.
This instrument can be out there for 90 days and the sensor faces stay clean regardless of what's growing on the body of the instrument.
The response I usually get at the end of a demonstration is, okay, well, how much is this going to cost? And sometimes, in some cases, it turns out to be even a little bit less than maybe their 6 series sonde was.
One thing that I like to think about YSI that differentiates us from some of our competitors is our tech support. We want to provide tech support that is helpful and straight to the point and gets people back up and running in a very short period of time without the need of sending their equipment in for service.
Let's solve water. Make the switch to EXO.
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 Let's solve water and make the switch to EXO.